guys, and welcome to another tutorial. Okay, this one's to do with Boolean, the Boolean controls which you use in 3ds Max to make life a little bit simpler. So here we have a Persian type tower that I made earlier that I'm trying to put into a game. Now with game models, you make them in sections so that, well, you can just take them apart and, you know, put them together in the game scene. But there's a problem with that. Sometimes you gotta remodel something again with just a little bit of a difference, which can get annoying and a waste of time. And there's a simpler route to that, where you take the same model that you've done and use it over and over and over again. Sure enough, you're going to get it looking a little bit different. But what if you want something that's absolutely different from the original model? Like say a crack in the wall, or in this case, hell if I know how my character is going to get in this tower without there being any doors or windows. So here's how we do something about that. So first, we go into our Create Tool panel and we select, okay, we'll go simple. We'll go for a box. Now, select Auto Grid on this checkbox here. Makes life a bit easier. And then select the surface you say you want to put a door in. So, I'm going to select this surface, and you see it makes a little grid and it draws it on for you. Drag it out so it's thicker than the actual object that is, and rotate it so it's where you want the door to be. Now use the rotate lock, it makes things easier as well. Angle, snap, toggle, whatever the hell they want to call it. Anyway, so drag your object into position. Make sure on the inside that it's kind of protruding through, and select the object. Make sure that that object too is, well, it's covering that object. Now sometimes your door may be too big for that area, and okay, you might want to make it a bit more fancy or whatever, and it might cover two areas. So here's what you do about that. Select in the selection box here, select both objects, right click and convert to an editable mesh. Select the object, then select attach. Attach that object to the second object. There you go. Now, here's the new part. Here's the new part. When we're wanting to convert one object and make it slightly different, instead of going through modeling the whole thing again and then having to add the wee doorway, which is going to be, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it, but this is easier. So go to the Create section, make sure you have your box selected, and then on Standard Primitives, scroll down and go to Compound Objects. In here, click on Boolean. This is operand A, the box. So, you want to subtract operand A, which is the box, from B, which will be this wall. So you pick operand B, inherit, nope, oh crap, wrong way around, sorry, but you get the idea. Okay, let's try again. Subtraction B from A, pick operand B, no, and there you go, you have a doorway. You can also go and start meddling about with the edges and faces of this to make this door a little bit more nicer, if you like, but essentially you get the idea on what's going on. say for example this roof as well, another example. Say we want a crack or something else in it. Now when it comes to using spleens, lines, circles and all the rest, which you can then convert to polygons, meshes and all the rest, you can use them, but they're going to take a lot of polygons, and if you're making a game or if you're wanting to UV map something, actually UV map, not UV unwrap like what I've done here, it's gonna increase the polygons tenfold. There's gonna be a lot there. Even if you try and reduce it, the amount of vertices in a line and all the rest is just going to be crazy. So say go back to your standard primitives, or there's extended primitives, anything like that, but start from a standard primitive. Say create let's see, let's create a cylinder and put auto grid on here. Oh wait, no. The cylinder, height segments, cap segments, sides. Let's try and reduce that a little bit, make it a little bit more easier for us to do it, to do anything about it. Height segments, let's take that all the way down to 1, cap segments 1. So let's drag that along and drag that up. Okay, now right click on this, and this is fucking up on me, and convert to editable poly. Then select your edges. Drag your edges out. Let's make it a less organic shape. And let's see, so let's say we want this dome to look like it's had a little bit of a beating. And a little bit here. Oh, you probably noticed the dome doesn't match up correctly at the top. You'll forgive me that, it was a quick model. And there we go. Now right click, convert to editable mesh, and rotate that to match. Now again, got the same problem as before. There's 2 areas on here and it's not going to quite fit. You could shrink that if you want just one dome, but in my case I don't. So what I do with the dome is I select the goddamn dome and convert it to, convert to editable mesh. Then select attach to this, and that's that done. Thereafter drag your part that you want smashed in, and let's see, want it, yeah, that looks good. Looks like it's got a little bit hanging. Next, just drag it along. Again, check underneath that it's protruding right the way through, and then select your dome or whatever you're modeling. Go to the create bar, standard primitives, and scroll down to compound objects. Then go to Boolean again, and let's see, subtraction A to B, I'm assuming this time. Select B. Oh, okay. Obviously not. Try that again. Ah, strange. Alright. Let's try moving this one upwards and converting it to an editable. Hey, this computer's gonna kill me. Editable mesh. And check this one is also an editable mesh. And then drag that down. And go into Boolean, pick operand B. Essentially, we got what we wanted. So you got a hole in the roof. And as for materials, just drag on the old material you had beforehand. Let's see if we do a window. Actually, screw that. Let's not. So, in total, once we render this, there we go. We got ourselves a door and a crack in the roof. Thanks for watching, guys, and come again for other tutorials. Ciao!